Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Archer Remark here. I'm back with another Star Wars review for you. Today I have a throwback review. This is the vintage Scout Walker from the original Kenner line of Star Wars toys. Very cool piece. I'm glad to have this. Picked this up back in last October at New York Comic Con. And if you saw my haul video from that event, you already got a little peek of this. I promised that I would do a review of this, and finally getting around to it, so here you go. So, great piece. We'll give you, like any other review, give you a look at the packaging, because I do have the box for this, so we'll move that aside for a moment. And, you know, this is, of course, 30 plus years old, so it's not in the best shape, but not bad, considering. It's very displayable, certainly. There's some certainly nicks and rips and whatnot. But you have this great Kenner artwork that they did on their vintage packaging, which is one of the things that makes the vintage Star Wars pieces just look so great. As this artwork that they did, these little fantasy situations they always did, were just so cool. So you have Empire Strikes Back logo, Scout Walker vehicle, and you see various images here, some of the figures, and we got the Walker there, and a little another Walker in the background. Of course, that action figure sold separately, that great Kenner logo. And you get over here, this shows some of the features. So you can stand unassisted, open top hatch to place action figure, swivel side cannons, and hear clicking laser machine gun sounds. Make your Scout Walker run into battle with hand-operated walking mechanism. So cool features on this vehicle, and I'll show you that again. Here we have basically the same image on the front. And same thing here. Yeah, same images on either side. And then on the top, just another nice full image of the vehicle enclosed. And again, as you can see, you know, it's not the best box, but it's still nice to have. You know, we got a tear here, and the tape is of course cut because it's not a sealed piece, and some dings on the corners. But it's still, overall, I think looks really nice. It's still, you know, again, it's not mint, it's not perfect, but it's very displayable. You know, I've seen a lot worse conditioned boxes than this. So we'll show you that. Also, this, when I bought this, it did come with the little bit of paperwork here. It shows you the Scout Walker assembly. And also shows you how to apply the labels, the decals that are on there. And open there again, shows the various features, which is cool. This is again a nice little bonus to have, and something that was really cool that Kenner, see, that we really do care, and they put these on here. If you had any problems, you could, I think, broken pieces or whatever, and you could send it back, and you know, they're missing pieces, it says. And you know, Kenner, from what I hear, was very good when it came to customer service. So that's just a neat extra little thing that was included in this when I got it. So here's the vehicle itself. And very nice, fairly clean. There's not much yellowing. It still has the same kind of coloring. Now the decals are, see, you can see this one is really coming off and it's really faded. This one's peeling. But overall, it's probably missing some decals. But that's not a big deal for me. As long as, when it comes to vintage stuff, as long as nothing is broken, or you know, there are pieces missing, anything like that. But overall, this is in pretty good condition. And you can see here you have the chin gun, and this moves up and down. And then here, as the clicking, both of these side cannons, and you get that little clicking noise, which is really cool. And you got the opening hatch, which you can open. And you got a nice seating compartment, and you can see more decals on the inside. So you got the controls, really cool. This closes, then you have the top gun, which moves back and forth. And this little decal there on the hatch. And you do have, of course, the head could move back and forth. Very cool. And let's just show for scale. I do have a vintage Scout Walker figure, which will place him in the seat, and he fits nicely in there. Of course, you could recreate various scenes with other figures, have like Chewbacca attacking these guys with a couple of Ewoks, but this closes. You know, this is a little loose, but you know, again, not a big deal. So very cool. Now, as you can see, it is standing on its own, like it said. But there is, if I put this down, and you can see, turn it around. This is the switch to activate the walking mechanism, which does still work. Flip this switch there, and then you push down on this button here, and you have the walking mechanism. Very cool. And later versions of the Scout Walker have used this feature as well. So we just move it back, and it's back to standing mode. Okay. So overall, this was, I think, a really great toy. Kenner just made so many great products. It's really well built. The fact that it stands pretty well after all these years. Again, it's 30 plus years old. The mechanism still works. Its clicking cannons still work. Everything still works. You know, the biggest thing are the decals. You know, I could always get some repros or new ones if I want to, but I'm happy with it the way it is right now. And you know, they got the box here, which is such a great bonus. It's great to display these vehicles with the box, or you could even display it so you can display it in the box, or you could display it, you know, in front of the box like that. It just adds so much to the overall look. I really am very happy that I added this vehicle to my vintage Star Wars collection. So, you know, they can run not super expensive, but I got this, I think was 65. I believe 65 is what I paid for this. I'd have to go back and check. I think I mentioned it on the haul video, but I'm not positive. And that's, you know, the vehicle in this condition with the box, I think was a pretty good deal. You know, so there's little things like that you want to look for on the aftermarket. Are things that are missing. This Top Gun sometimes is missing. This may be broken. This may not be working. You know, and of course the decals for some people is a big deal. For some, you know, not as much. So, you know, look for that if you're looking to find one of these on, you know, eBay or, you know, Craigslist or something like that, or other online retailers. Also, of course, you know, it is possible for the walking mechanism to be broken. But this one is held up. So, you know, again, it's little things like that that, you know, just keep in mind when if you're looking to pick one of these up on the aftermarket. So really cool. You know, just take your time, do your research when it comes with these vintage toys. You know, don't try and buy the first one you see. Look at the descriptions. You know, ask some questions if you want. If you're at a con, you've seen one of these things, especially something like that, definitely ask questions. Is anything broken? Does it all work? You know, so things like that. So there you go. That is it. That's about all I can say about this. The vintage Scout Walker vehicle from the original Kenner line from The Empire Strikes Back. And I hope you enjoyed this throwback review. And until my next video, stay tuned, and may the Force be with you.